We ask all fans, coaches, and players to show respect for the opposing team, game officials, and each other before, during, and after today's game. First is throwing objects or participating in other acts in conflict with good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play are subject to ejection and prosecution. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated.
Welcome into Hodges Fieldhouse, and it's a new year, which means more Triton basketball, as we have your Iowa Central women's team going up against the Iowa Western Reavers. Coming up now, we're about to have a national anthem playing, also with the announcement of the starters. So we will be back with you in a second.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hodges Fieldhouse. Another afternoon of junior college basketball. We ask now that you please rise, join in tribute to our country as we have the playing of our national anthem. Here's the starting lineups. Here's the Mystic Reavers.
And here we are. We're gonna go with the starting lineup for the Iowa Western Reavers. Starting today is going to be Summer Blakemore, number 4. She's a freshman, 5'6", from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Number 20, Amy Brett, sophomore, 6'3", from Malmo, Sweden. Number 34, Aubriana Nodi. She's a registered freshman, 6'1", from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Number 42, Kiara Dahlman, sophomore, 6'2", from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. And number 24, Julia Raplin, sophomore, 6'3", and she is from Sweden. And now the starters for your Tritons. First, we're going to have Kira Ward, number 12. We're going to have number 14, Shariah Smith, 5'1" guard from Fort Dodge, Iowa. And next we're going to have number 30, Avery Terwilliger. Next we have Brittany West, number 34, and lastly number 50, Tiara Tula. Now coming into this game, Iowa Central won their last game 70-67 over Lake Region State College, and they've been 6-1 at home, so they've been really strong at home so far for the year. And on the opposing side, Iowa Western is posing a 9-7 record right now coming into the new year. They had won their last game 84-68 over Barton Community College. And right now these teams are pretty even. They average around the same amount of points, with Iowa Western averaging about 68 points a game and Iowa Central also averaging about 66 points per game. So they're pretty even so far. Both of them are pretty well shooting teams, so this should be an interesting matchup. And that's the tip. Ball swung over to Kira Dahlman. She's going to set up play. Looks like they're going to double to the post. Shot by Kira Dahlman. That one's going to be off. Shariah's going to get the rebound and push it up the floor. She's going to swing it over to Tara Tula. Back to Shariah. Shot by Tara is going to be short. Rebound there by Summer Blakemore. She's going to set up a play here at the top of the key. Screen set. Shot there is good. Amy Brett with the bucket right there. Shariah's going to set up a play here. They're going to pass over to Brittany West. 3 from her. That one's short. Good hustle there by Kira Ward, but they're going to call that off her. Reaver's ball. And Shariah Smith's going to put some full court pressure on Summer right now. That one swung over to Aubriana Nodal. 3 there for Summer. That one's going to be way off. And that one's good. They're going to let the ball fall out of bounds. Tritons are going to get possession. And swing that over to Tara Tula. Now that shot there is off. Avery's just short on that one. That one swung over to Aubriana Nodal. 5 seconds left on the clock. They're going to need to get a shot up quick. That one's going to be off, but that one's going to fall out of bounds. They're going to give that one back to the Reavers. They tried to sneak in. They tried to sneak in a ball in right there over to Aubriana Nodal, but that one's going to get knocked out of bounds. They're going to have to inbound again from the baseline. That was a tip pass right there. Aubriana Nodal touched it last. It's going to be a Triton basketball. .738. They're going to call travel right there. Just took too many steps before coming to a complete stop. There's going to be a Reavers ball. Your score right now is 2-0. 7:28 left in the first quarter. That one swung over to Julia Rafflin. And a little miscommunication there, as that one's just going to go out of bounds. Looks like it was supposed to be a little pick and roll actions going on right there between Aime and Julia. And we're going to have a sub coming into the game. Number 5, Binta Swalu, is going to check in as Julia Rafflin comes out. That was one to Itero. She's going to drive. Give it off to Terwilliger. Swung over to West. She's going to pull for 3, and it is good. Brittany West with that shot there as the Tritons are going to get on the board now. That one swung over to Brandon. She's going to take the shot, and that is good. Try's going to bring it up the court. Swing it over to West. Over to Terwilliger. Utera's going to take another 3. That one's going to rim out. Rebound there by Julia Rafflin. Aubriana Nodal, scratch that. That's going to be put down to the post to Kiara Dahlman. Swung back out to Sommer. She takes a 3, and it is good. They're going to call a foul here. That one's going to be on 8. That one's going to be on Aime Brett. That's going to be her first, whereas we're going to have some subs coming to the game. As Aime Brett comes out of the game, we're going to have number 2, De'Ara Davis, coming to the game, 5'7" sophomore from Omaha, Nebraska. Tries to look to get into the post, as she does, and swing it out to West for another 3. And that one is good. West is starting to get a little hot here. That is her second 3 for the day. They're gonna swing that one into the post to Aubriana Nodal. Swung over to Sommer. She's gonna take a 3. That one's gonna be off. Rebound there by Avery Terwilliger. And that's gonna be a bucket there off of the transition. Swung over to West. They're going to give that one to Williger. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Shirai is going to take the 3. That one's going to be off as the Reavers look to push right here. That was swung into the post to Nodal. And that's going to be blocked. Jessica Jackson with the block there. As the Tritons look to go out on the break, that's going to be swung over to West. She's going to miss the layup there. And they're going to look to slow, and the Reavers are going to look to slow it down. Call a play here. That one's swung over to Sommer. over to Kiara. And that was going to be swung to Nodal. And after the drive by Princess Walu, they're going to call a foul. That one's going to be on Brittany West. That's going to be her first. Team's first. As Beans is going to go to the line. First one is good. Making the score 10-6. Second one is also good, making that 11-6 as we're going to have some subs come to the game. Number 13, Brianna James is going to come into the game, and also Justice Crooks is going to come into the game for Jessica Jackson. And it looks like the Reavers are going to put on some full court pressure here. Tritons are going to come with their press break. And that one gets broken pretty easily by Sierra. Pump fake there by Sierra Smith. She's going to drive, kick it back out. They're going to kick it out to Brittany West for the three. That one's off. Long rebound. And Sommer's going to slow it down. Needs to have a play. They're going to give that one. They're going to give that one to Kiara Dahlman, and she is going to get the basket. Great post move right there to put that one in. They're going to swing that over to Williger. Tried to hit the backdoor cut, but that one's going to get tipped. Ten seconds left on the shot clock. Let's see who's going to look to find a shot. Terwilliger up with the three, and that is good. They're going to set up a play. Sommer's going to get the ball here. Over to Brianna James. Three there. That one's going to be off. Sierra Smith with the rebound, so she's going to push the foot. That one swung over to Justice Crooks. She's going to drive. That one's going to be swung over to Smith, over the top of the key. 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and they need to put something up quick to reset. And they're going to call a shot clock violation. Turnover there. That's going to be Reaver's ball. Shariah Smith and Tiara Tula are going to check back into the game for the Tritons. That one's going to be swung over to Aimee Brett. Drive there by Bita Swalu. Ten seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to look to get into the post over to Ariana Nodal. She's going to put up a shot, and it's going to be the and one. Over the almost the triple team, double team for sure. That she had to put some muscle into that shot to get it through. They're gonna call that one on Kiera Ward. That's gonna be her first. Team second. And she's gonna convert on the and one, making this game 16-9. A minute 28 left in the first quarter. And the Reavers are gonna look to put pressure again in the backcourt. Shariah Smith's going to slow it down as she can call play. Drive it in straight to the lane. She's going to lose the ball. Turnover there. Fast break going for the Reavers. And looks like she's going to take it all the way. Aimee Brett. And Coach wants a timeout here. 18-9 is going to be your 18-9 is going to be your score here. 1:08 left in the first quarter. Your Tritons are down, and we're going to be back in just a second on the Triton Nation Network. And we are back. Trying to get the ball here. Inbounds. They're going to put some full court pressure on the Reavers. Justice Cooks gets it back into the half court. They're going to set up a play here. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Looks like a flare screen for Terwilliger. Great pass. She's going to put up the three, and that is going to be good. Avery Terwilliger, that's going to be her second three for the game. Here, look to swing into the point post again. Aubriana Nodal, and she gets another bucket. That looks to be a big key for the game right now as the Reavers look to use their advantage in the with their size to bring it into the post, get some easy buckets there. 10 seconds left on the first for the first quarter. Shariah Smith's going to look for a pass, and that one's just going to slip out of Terwilliger's hands. That's going to be a turnover. 4 seconds left on the clock. And De'Ara Davis is going to check into the game. And she's going to try to put up a shot from the half court. That one's going to fall way short. 20-12 is your score at the end of the first here. And a key so far for the game right now has seemed to be the ability to get into the post for the Reavers, as they've been able to get a lot of easy buckets inside the post, just at entry feed right into the middle of the lane. They've been able to do that really well. And for the Tritons, they've been able to stay in the game, hitting a few threes, and Brittany West and Avery Terwilliger both have 2 threes by themselves. So that's the majority. That's where their points have been so far from the 3-point arc. They're gonna try to get the ball inside more, especially with Shariah Smith with her speed, and also with Sierra Smith and her speed as well. They're going to look to get the ball inside more and also be able to kick it out for open threes, get West and Terwilliger open. And we'll be back in just a second on the Triton Nation Network. And we are back. Second quarter of play here for the Tritons. Score is 20-12 right now. Tritons are down as they have the ball here. They're going to swing it over to Sierra Smith. Over to Terwilliger. She's going to look to drive. Back over to Sierra. That one's going to be swung over to Sierra Smith. 8 seconds left on the clock. They're going to look to try to get a shot really quick. And they're going to call a travel there. She shuffled her feet before she put the ball down. Turnover there. Reavers ball. That was going to be swung over to De'Ara Davis. Now over to Carla Dahlman, and then to Summer. And they're going to call offensive foul there. That one's going to be on Aubriana Nodal. Her first. team first.
That was called Ariana Noti, her first team foul in the second quarter on the Reavers.
Sierra Smith's going to bring the ball up here. Over to Tierra. Over to Sierra Smith here. They're going to give it to West. She's going to look to drive. Over to Kira Ward, and they're going to call a travel there. Didn't have herself quite placed where she wanted to go. Shuffled her feet there before she put the ball down. That one's going to be a travel. Checking into the game is Justice Crooks. That one swung over to Sommer. Over to De'Ara Davis. She's going to look to drive, get the bucket, and that is good. Took some contact there on the way up. While putting that one up, found a way to get it in, though. Tierra Tula with a sweet move right under the basket. As they get the bucket there. That shot by Aubriana Nodal. That one's going to be off. Rebound there by the Reavers. But they're going to say she stepped out of bounds. That's going to be Triton basketball. Brittany West is going to look to make a play here. She's going to swing it over to Smith. Smith's going to drive. Turnaround jumper. They're going to call a foul there. That one's going to be on number 4, Sommer Blakemore. That's going to be her first. Second team foul for the Reavers. That first one is good. As we're going to have a sub coming to the game. Number 1, Zane Williams. And Kira Ward is going to check back into the game for Tierra Tula. And the second one is good, making the score 22-16. And that ball is just going to be blown out of bounds. They tried to go on a transition right there, right off the free throw, and that one just flew out of bounds. Justice Kurtz is going to bring it up. That ball swung over to West. Inside feed to Kira Ward. And that one is good. Hook shot right over the defense as she finds a way to get that one to go. 22-18 is your score here. We're trying to look to come back into this game. That one swung to Bosa Nodal over to Zani Williams. Back to Nodal. That one's going to be saw to Blakemore. She's going to hit the 3. That is her third 3 for the game as she looks to expand on that lead. Drive by West baseline. And they're going to say she was out of bounds. Touched the line there on that drive. That's going to be River basketball. That one's going to be swung over to Kara Dahlman. Over to De'Ara Davis. That one swung back into the post. Shot by Blakemore again. And that one's going to be off. And there's going to be a couple takes for the ball, but that one's going to be reeled in by Justice Crooks. And a hustle for the ball here is multiple players dove to the floor there. They're going to call They're going to say that was Triton basketball. Scratch that. They're going to say that was Reaver basketball. They're going to call a jump on that. Thomas swung over to Zane Williams. He's going to swing it back over to Dahlman. Over to Nodal. Dahlman's going to take the three. That one's going to be short. Rebound there. This is by Sarah Smith. She's going to look to push it up the floor. And she's going to bring it back out and set up a play. A little confusion there. Looks like there's a little confusion there on what the play was supposed to be. Ball swung over to Crooks. She drives in. She's going to get fouled there. That one's going to be on De'Ara Davis. That's her first, team's third. That first one's going to be short. Second one is good, as that's going to make the score 25-19. Zani Williams is going to bring it up for the Reavers. Swung over to Binta. Given to Nodal. She's going to look to give into the post. Swung it back over to De'Ara Davis. De'Ara Davis is going to drive, swing it over. That one's going to be a three, take by Binta. That one's going to be short. Rebound by the Reavers. That one's going to be put up, and a foul. Kara Dahlman was the one who put up that shot. They're going to call that one on Brittany West. That can be her second, team's first. That first one's going to be short, no good. As Tira Tula is going to check back into the game for West. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half. Tritons are down by 6. Second free throw is going to be good, as we're going to have 2 subs coming to the game. We're going to have number 4, Summer Blakemore, and number 13, Brina James, check into the game. Justice Crooks gets the ball, he pushes up the floor. Transition for the Tritons. Kier Ward right there with the bucket. I was sorry over to Dahlman, over to Blakemore. Back to Dahlman, over to James. That one's going to be bobbled there by Binto before she gets it. 5 seconds left on the clock, and they need to get a shot up quick. With 1 second left on the clock, gets a shot up, but that one's going to be short. Twilliger is going to get the rebound there. Screen by Kiera Ward at the top of the key. Nine seconds left on the shot clock. Tira Tula is going to drive here baseline. Baseline pass. Justice Crooks put up the shot, and they're going to call a shot clock violation first. They're going to say she didn't get it off in time. We're going to have a couple subs coming into the game. Number 24, Julia Rafflin, is going to check back into the game. And De'Ara Davis is going to check back into the game for the Reefers. Full court pressure there by Shirai Smith, as she's going to swing it over to De'Ara. Screen there, up top of the key. Swung over to Nodal, and we give it back to Blakemore. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And give it to Nodal in the post. She's going to do it up and under, and that's going to be a foul. That one's going to be on Tierra Tula. That's going to be her first, team's second. And that first one's going to be good. Sierra Smith's going to check back into the game for your Tritons. And the second one is good. They can score 28 to 21. And Shirai Smith's going to look to drive here. Wide open lane. They parted the Red Sea for her as she drove right into the lane, got the easy layup. Ball's going to be over to given to Beans Swalu. She's going to drive, giving over to Blakemore. And they're going to call a foul. That one's going to be on Shirai Smith. That's going to be her first, team's third. Foul situation has been pretty even so far throughout the game. Three team fouls for the Reavers as well as the Tritons. And Blakemore's first free throw is off. Second free throw is good. Reavers going to look to put some more full court pressure on. That one nearly thrown away. As Terwilliger manages to get a hand on it. Shirai Smith's going to look to drive here. And they're going to get a jump ball. Possession staying with the Tritons. Double screen over for Tierra Tula. Pump fake, and she's going to drive it in, get the bucket. Tierra Tula with a nice move there to get her defender off their feet. That one's going to be swung over to Swalu. Over to Rafflin. That one's going to be swung into the post to Nodal. Swalu is going to drive, and she's going to get a foul. 2 shots going to be coming up. They're going to call that foul on Shirai Smith. That's going to be her second, team fourth. First one is good right there, making the score 30 to 25. Second one is good. Terwilliger is going to be the one to bring it up here. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half. Tritons are down by 6. They're going to call a foul here. The ball's going to be on the baseline. Off ball foul. That one's going to be on De'Ara Davis. That's going to be her second, team fourth. Kiera Ward with a nice move right there to get herself free, but she's gonna miss a jump hook right there. Reavers gonna look to push it up in transition. They're gonna bring it over to Rafflin in the post. That one's gonna be off. She gets her own rebound though. Drive by Blakemore. She's gonna kick it out, and they're gonna look to set up a play here. That one swung over to Davis. over to Rafflin. Kick out to Swallow. She's going to take the three, and that one is good. Corner three. That's going to be her first three for the game. She's had 7 points so far for the game. Sierra Smith's going to drive it here. That one's going to be tipped. Transition here. The Reavers and De'Ara Davis is going to take the layup, and that one's good. Tries going to look to slow it down here as they want to get a good bucket here. Minute 9 left in the first half. Tritons are down. Flare screen right there. As Kira Ward's going to take it in. That one's going to be way off. Reavers going to look to go in transition again. Rafflin right there with the ball in the post, but she's going to shuffle before she puts that ball down as she's going to get called for the travel. That's going to be Triton basketball. Looks like the Reavers are going to back off on the full court pressure as let this half run out. Justice Kirk's going to be the one to break it up. That one swung over to Williger. She's going to give a jab to drive baseline. That one's going to be swung cross course to Tula. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. I'm going to need to look to get something quick. And Justice Crooks with the fadeaway there as she gets that one to go. Low shooter's roll right there. She's able to lull that one into the basket. Shot clock is off. 17 seconds left in the half. Reavers can hold for a last shot. They're just going to call a reach right there. That one's going to be on Sierra Smith. That's going to be her first, team fifth. As the Reavers are now in the bonus. That first one is off. Second one is good, making this a 10-point game. 13 seconds left in the half. Five seconds left in the half. Terwilliger is going to look to drive. Itula is going to take the three here, and that one's going to be off. And that is the half. Your Tritons are down by 10, 37-27 being the score. Big key for the game right now has been the post play by the Reavers as they've been able to use their size and dominate this first half. We'll see what the Tritons do next as we come back on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse. Looks like the second half is about to start in just a second. I'm your host, Mariko Holland, and the score right now is 37-27. The Tritons are down. Biggest thing for the Tritons right now is they were just giving up too many points inside the paint. The post presence from Kiera Dahlman and Aubriana Nodi has been too much for the Tritons so far, but they're going to look to switch things up and look to change things up in the second half, I'm sure of it. So we'll see what happens now as the ball will be inbounded to Summer Blakemore. Getting back into the post. Cut there. That's going to be a cut there from Kiera Dahlman. They're going to call an injury timeout there. She looks to be a little shaken up there, Kiera Dahlman. She took a hard fall going on that last possession. She's going to be subbed out. As Brina James checks back in, let's hope for the best for her. She can get back on the floor as soon as possible. Ball inbound to Shirai Smith. And to give it over to West. Over to Terwilliger here. And that skip pass is going to fall out of bounds, just off the mark there. Summer Blakemore is going to bring it off the court here. She's going to swing it over to Amy Brett. Over to Julia Rafflin. She's going to swing it back to Brett. Rafflin's going to drive here. Pull up, and she's going to get the bucket. That one by Julia Rafflin. Turnover there by Shirai Smith. She tried to thread the needle and could not get that one. And off the transition, that's going to be a bucket there from Summer Blakemore, as coach is going to want a timeout. That's going to be a 30-second timeout for the Tritons. And that's just a slow start. That was just a slow start there for the Tritons. They look to be stuck in mud right there as the lead expands to 43-27. Tritons going to look here to set something up on the offensive end, get a quick bucket here, and then start to get back into the mojo, start to get back into the game here. Reavers are going to come out in some full court pressure again, something they've been doing for the majority of this game so far. And they're going to give it into Terwilliger. They're going to clear the floor for her so she can bring it up. Screen there at the top of the key by Kiera Ward. Terwilliger is going to look to drive. She twists it over to Tula. Swung over to West. She's going to give a good swim move, but she's going to be met right at the block. Ref's going to call an official timeout here. Scoreboards look to be turned off for a quick second. And Blakemore is going to bring it up here. Ref's going to call official timeout here. Look just to correct something at this on the scorer's table. That one's going to be put up, and that one's going to be off. Rebound there by the Reavers. Another shot put off. Another rebound there by the Reavers. That one's going to be kicked out, fouled there. Brina James is the one who got fouled there. They're going to call that one on Brittany West. That's going to be her third, team's first for this. That one's me entered in. Brett's going to look to set up a plate here. That swung over to Rafflin. Over to Blakemore. That one's going to be swung over to James. She's going to take a three. That one's going to be off. That one's going to be bounced off the shot clock, so that's going to be Triton basketball. That one's going to be swung over to Williger, over to West. That's going to be swung over to Smith. Flare screen there for West. She's going to take the three, and that one's going to be off. Blakemore's going to get the rebound. She looks to push the ball up here. Ball put into the post by Nodi. She's going to do a reverse there, and she's going to get that one to go. Abriana Noti with the basket there. As she has 11 for the game right now. Tawarka's going to look to drive here. Step back. And that one's going to be stolen. Transition here for the Reavers. Over to Brina James. She's going to take the layup, miss it. But that one's going to be bobbled a little bit as that one's as they're going to call that Triton basketball. Justice Crooks is going to check into the game for Avery to Williger. That one's going to be swung over to Crooks. He's going to look to drive here. Give it over to... And that's going to be a dump pass right there to Kira Ward. And that's going to be a bucket. As they're trying to get on the board for the second half. That one swung over to Dahlman. Over to Davis. That one swung over to Nodi. That one's given into the lane by Dahlman. She's going to get that one knocked out of bounds. Ball swung up top. Ball tip, but that's one's going to go straight to Nodi. She misses the layup, but gets her own rebound. Blackmore's going to set a play up here as she's going to look to reset. So, over to Dahlman. They're going to give it into the post. And bucket that good right there by Abriana Nodi. They're going to swing it over the top, give it over to Jessica Jackson, and she gets fouled right there. That shot's going to be on. That foul is going to be on the way up, so she's going to have 2 free throws. They're going to call that one on Dahlman. That's her first, team's first. As Jessica Jackson shoots 2. First one is short. That's what looks like we're going to have a sub coming into the game. Brittany West is going to come out as Avery Terwilliger comes into the game. Second one is short, but Jessica gets her own rebound, puts it up from 10, but that one's going to be short. She's going to get a foul call on the loose ball right there. That's going to be Triton basketball. They're going to inbound it from the baseline. That's going to be De'Ara Davis's third team foul, team second. As she's going to check out of the game there, as Brett is going to come back in. And Jessica Jackson with the sweep move right there. She's going to get the nice bucket right there. Screen there for Sawalu as Brett's going to get the pass there. Swung over to Blakemore. She's going to look to drive over to Sawalu. She's going to take the 3, and that one is good. That one's going to be swung over to Williger. Over to Jessica Jackson. She's going to have the open jumper, and that one is good. Jessica Jackson with feeling it a little bit. Last two buckets have been by her. Blackmore's going to bring it up here. Swung over. She's going to clear Brett out. Over to the post with Dahlman. And that one's going to be swung over to Swallow. She's going to look to drive here off the pump fake. Floater, and that one is long. That ball is going to be sent out of bounds by Aubriana Nodal. We have a couple subs coming to the game. As for Iowa Western, number 14, Tiana Ziegler is going to come into the game. And number 1, Zane Williams is going to come into the game. And for the Tritons, we're going to have Sierra Smith check into the game. Drive there from Justice Crooks. Gets all the way to the lane, but that layup's going to be short. They're going to call a jump ball as that was a loose ball. Everybody dove to the floor. Tritons are going to gain possession here. That ball is going to be taken out on the baseline. That one's given over to Jessica Jackson. They're going to call a foul here, and almost the and one. And she's going to go to the free throw line 4-2. Foul there is on Dahlman. That's going to be her second. Team's fourth. Team's third foul. First one is going to be in and out. Second one is good to give the Tritons another point there. 50-34 is the score. The Tritons are down. Screen there at the top of the key for Williams. They're going to give that one over to Brett. She's going to look to pull right away from 3. That one's going to be an air ball. Drive there by Rafflin. That one's going to get blocked. Sierra Smith's going to look to push it in transition, gives it over to Williger. She's going to take the step back, and that one is good. That one's going to be given over to Ziegler and back to Williams. Over to Ziegler. Given to the post of Dahlman. She's going to put a couple pump fakes on to get the defense jumping as she gets a foul call. She got hit on the shot. There's going to be 2 free throws. That one's going to be on Jessica Jaskin. That's going to be her first, team's second. And that first one is no good, as we're going to have a couple subs coming to the game. Summer Blakemore is going to check back into the game, as well as Tierra Tula. And a couple people jumped the gun there on that free throw, but it is going to be good, so no violation called. That one swung over to Jessica Jackson in the post. Over to Tula. Over to Williger. Takes the 3, and that one's going to be off. Zane Williams going to get the rebound there. She's going to look to push it up here. Over to Brett. She's going to take the jumper, and 1. They're going to give her the foul and the bucket. And she cannot convert the and 1. That one is off. That one swung over to Justice Crooks. Giving it to the post to Tula. Swung over to the corner to Justice. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. That one's gonna be swung over to Crooks. And she's gonna hit the three there. A little side step three. And she gets the shot off with basically no time left on the clock. And that bucket is gonna be good. Julia Rathlin is gonna be the one to score that. That one swung into the post by Tula. They're going to call a travel there. On her to say she didn't put the ball down quick enough. Shariah Smith is going to check back into the game as well as De'Ara Davis. Screen at the top of the key for Williams. She's going to look to drive off of that. Swung over to Blakemore. Pump fake, and she's going to drive over to Dahlman. She's going to take the jumper, and that one's going to be short. Rebound there by Blakemore. They're going to call a foul on Justice Crooks. That's going to be her first, team's fourth. And they're going to get that one in the raffle. She tries to take that up over two people, and that one's going to be missed. Crooks is going to push the ball up the floor here. Nothing going over there, so she's going to try to bring it out. That one tipped. Shariah Smith's going to have the ball here. Look to drive. Giving over to Wilker. Back to Crooks. And Jessica Jackson's going to get the ball here, but she's going to get fouled in the process. Foul there on Dahlman. That's going to be her third, team's fourth. That one inbounded to Crooks. And they're going to give that one back to the Tritons. Minute 17 left in the third quarter here. Their Tritons are down 55-39. Ball swinging to Tara Tula. Justice Crooks is going to look to drive here, give it to Shariah Smith. She was thinking about shooting it there, but decides to give it back to Tula. Tula with the drive here. She's going to swing it over to Smith. 8 seconds left on the clock, and she's going to take a three, and that one is good. Deep three there from Shariah Smith. And it looks like the Reavers are going to take advantage of the 2-for-1 opportunity here. De'Ara Davis is going to take a screen here for the top of the key. Here's the drive. Blakemore for three, and that one is going to be off. Shot clock is off. And Justice Crooks looks to drive here as they're going to call a charge. De'Ara Davis set herself before Crooks could get there. That's going to be Crooks' second. Williams is going to bring the ball up here. Shot clock is off. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Your Tritons are down 55-42. Blakemore is going to take the jumper there from the corner, and that one is good. Shariah Smith is going to bring it up. And clock is going to run out. Tries to look to push it at the end. Couldn't get anything to go. 57-42 is going to be your score as we go into the fourth quarter. And we will be back with you to get the rest of this game and see how the conclusion unfolds on the Triton Nation Network. And we look to check back into the fourth quarter as the Reavers will have possession here to start the quarter. De'Ara Davis is going to get the screen out the wing. Over back to Blakemore. She's going to drive down the middle of the lane, and that one is good. Drive there by Brittany West, and she takes the floater, and that one's going to be good. A little bit, the paces look to be quickened up, sped up a little bit here for both teams, as Buckets have dropped in pretty quickly to start off this fourth quarter. Williams with a wide open three here as he gets that one to go. Tila was looking to drive there as he's going to get called for the travel. Summer Blakemore is going to look to bring it up here. Swung over to De'Ara Davis. Flare screen right there for Williams. And ref's going to call a timeout here. Try's going to bring it up here for the Tritons. Wings crossed on the baseline as they're going to give it to Brittany West. Tila over to Smith. Tila is going to take the jumper there. Baseline jumper. That one's going to be short, but great hustle there from Justice Cook to keep that one alive. Try Smith is going to be swung to. She's going to take the three, and that one is good. That is her second three for the game. They're going to swing this one over to Blakemore. Over to Nodal. That one's going to be rebound there by the Reavers. That one's given to Zane Williams. She's going to take the jumper and off the backboard and in. Iowa Central's going to take a timeout here. It's going to be a 30-second timeout as coach is going to look to put something together to get a run here for the Tritons as they're in desperate need of one to come back into this game. We'll see what they do next when we come back on the Triton Nation. And we are back. Shirai Smith's going to be bringing it up for the Tritons here. Shirai Smith is going to drive it into the lane all the way as they're going to call a foul on. They're going to call a foul for her as she was going up. That one's going to be called on Summer Blakemore. That's going to be her second, team's first. As Shirai's going to be shooting two at the line. First one here for her is good. Second one is good. He's going to give her 10 points for the game so far. That's going to be swung over to De'Ara Davis. She's going to look to drive here. Give it over to Nodi. Swing back to the top for Blakemore. Going to be swung over to De'Ara Davis. De'Ara Davis is going to take a drive, and they're going to give her the and one, and she finds a way to get that one to go. They're going to call that foul. They're going to call that foul there on Brittany West. That's going to be her fourth. Team's first. And she's going to be able to convert the and one there, as that makes the score 67-49. Brittany West with the shot there. That one's going to be short, rebounded by Davis as she looks to push it up the floor to Blakemore over to Williams, but that one gets tipped. And they're going to say that last touch Williams, as that's going to be Triton basketball. Soraya Smith there. She's going to take the step back right there. Foot on the line for the three, though. That one's going to be off. They're going to swing it over to De'Ara Davis. She's going to look to drive here. Swing it over to Rafflin. They're going to give her the foul there. That one almost went in. Just rattled on in and out. That foul is going to be called on Jessica Jackson. That's going to be her second, team's second. And Julia Rafflin's going to come to the line here to shoot two. First one for her here is good. Second one is off, but that's going to rebound there from Nodi. Is going to give them a fresh shot clock. Shot there from Blakemore from at the top of the key. That one's going to be off. Jessica Jackson's going to get the board there. That one swung over to West, over to Smith. She's going to take a drive to the lane. Gets the left hand layup to go. Now it's going to be swung over to Rafflin. Over to Brett. Over to Nodi at the top of the key. There's going to be a drive there, and they're going to call a travel on Bita Sawalu. Five minutes and 59 seconds left in the game here. Tritons are down. They're going to give that one to Kira Ward, and she just bobbles the pass, and that one's going to end up being over and back. Mental errors have been a big key for the Tritons right now. As they just haven't been in sync so far this game. Seem to be a step slow, especially in the second half. That one's going to be given over to Brett. In the post right there to Nodal. She's going to... Nice post move there, but that one's going to be missed as she gets the rebound, dives and hustles and saves the ball. Blakemore's going to take the floater here. That one's going to be off. Dahlman's going to get the rebound and put it back in. Screen there for Soraya Smith. As she's going to swing it over to West. Over to Jessica Jackson. She bobbles the ball there again, and it's just another mental error there for the Tritons. That one's going to be a turnover, resulting in Reavers basketball. Justice Cook's going to check into the game for Kira Ward. Looks like we're going to have a sub coming to the game as Brina James is going to check into the game for Abriana Nodal. That one's going to be swung into West. Given over to Jackson. Flare screen for Crooks. She's going to look to drive. Foul there on the drive, as coach is going to look to take another timeout here. That one's going to be a 30-second timeout.
Foul's called on Summer Blakemore, third.
That foul was called on Summer Blakemore. That's going to be her third, team's second.
Iowa Central.
Full timeout taken by Iowa Central. As they take the full timeout, we're going to take a timeout as well here on the Triton Nation Network. We'll be back with you in just a moment. And we are back. Triton's going to have the ball on the baseline here as they're going to look to inbound. Ball's given over to Justice Kirk. She's going to have an open jumper here on the baseline. That one's going to be off as Dahlman's going to look to start the fast break here. Giving over to Brett. Swung over to Blakemore. She's going to get into post 2 Dahlman. That's going to be tipped. That's going to be smacked out of bounds. Last touch by West. That one's going to be inbounded to Brett. Swung over to Walu. That one's given over to Brett. Given over to Salo. They're going to call a foul there on the pass. That one's going to be on Soraya Smith. That's going to be her third, team's third. As Rivers is going to look to inbound it here on the baseline. Ray James is going to take the floater right there, and that one is good. Justice Cook looked to drive there as she got fouled on the drive. That one's going to be on Kiara Dahlman. That's going to be her fourth. Team's third foul. Ariana Nodi is going to check back into the game. Inbounds given to Jessica Jackson. She's going to look to kick it out to Terwilliger. Back to Jackson. That one's given over to Terwilliger. Over to West. 10 seconds left on the shot clock as Terwilliger looks to drive. And miscommunication there. That one's going to fly out of bounds. That one was supposed to be given to Crooks as she was just cutting the other way. That's going to result in Reavers basketball. Reavers are going to look to call a timeout here. It's going to be a 30-second timeout here. And she's just going to look to set up a play here coming into this last stretch of the fourth quarter. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left. Your Tritons are down 72-51. We'll see how this game concludes as we come back in just a moment. And we are back as the Reavers look to inbound here. That one given over to Brina James. She's going to look to drive, kick it over to Blakemore. She's going to drive a baseline. Layup there is good. Defense looked a little confused there. They almost didn't see her driving. That screen at the top of the key. Smith is going to look to drive, give it over to West. Curtis is going to get the pass here. She's going to look to drive. Takes a step back three. That one's off. Blakemore is going to look to push here. Give it over to Sawalu. Giving it to the post to James. She's going to look to shoot there. That one is off. Rebound there by the Reavers. Jessica Jackson going to get the rebound off of that second shot. Flare screen for Brittany West, and they're gonna say she took 2 steps before. They're gonna say she took too many steps before putting the ball down. Travel there. That's gonna give the Reavers the ball back. Brett's going to get the ball here off the handoff. Over to Sawalu. That one's going to be given over to Nodi in the post. And she's going to find a way to get that one to go. Strong finish by her. Making the score 76-51. 2 minutes left in the game here. Crooks with the drive there, get rebounded by Jackson. That one's gonna be missed by her as the Reavers look to push the ball here. That one tipped and stolen by Jessica Jackson there. Great defensive play by her. That one given to the post to West. She's gonna look to kick it out to Sierra Smith. Over to Shariah Smith. 10 seconds left on the clock. Smith's going to look to drive here. That one's going to be off. Wild shot by her. And it looks like Coach is going to call a timeout, but she's just going to look to put some subs in.
Lisa Parker. Jasenia Mosley. Back into the ballgame. Into the ballgame for the Tritons. Music off.
That one's gonna be swung. That one's gonna be swung over to Yana Ziegler. Over to Radford. D.R. Davis is gonna take the three, and that one is good.
D.R. Davis, 1 minute remaining.
Less than a minute left in the game here. Sierra Smith's gonna look to drive here. And that one's gonna be given over to. And they're going to call a travel here. Couldn't quite gain possession of the ball there. Ran the ball a little bit. And now they're going to give that ball back to Reavers. Donnie Williams is going to bring it up here. That one's swung over to Donnie Williams. Over to D.R. Davis. Giving out to three to Dahlman. She finds a way to get that one to go. 18 seconds left. Shot clock is turned off. Reverse layup there. That one's going to get blocked by Davis. And Rafflin's going to get the bucket in there. And that looks like that's about to be it for the game here. Score is 84-51. Iowa Western looks to take the win here as they improve to a 10-7 record. Tritons fall to a 9-5 record for the season. Biggest key for the game here was just the dominating physical presence at the rim between Dahlman and Nodi and Brett. They just were physically taller, stronger than the Tritons were, and they just didn't seem to be prepared for that. Well, that's gonna be it for the Tritons here, as we're gonna come down to the men's game that's gonna be coming up in just a second. We will see you guys then in just a moment.